Hey everyone, welcome to our channel Career Talk. Today I wanted to talk about something that is often difficult for many of us to talk about. That is our weaknesses. We all have them, and they can often hold us back from achieving our goals. That is, clearing our interviews. But here's the thing, our weaknesses don't have to hold us back. In fact, by acknowledging them and working to improve them, we can turn them into our strengths. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the personal weaknesses that you can talk about in an interview and get selected for your dream job. I hope that by sharing this, it will inspire you to do the same and to not be afraid to talk about your own weaknesses. And remember, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to never miss any other video content. Let's get started. First of all, let's understand why is it important for us to know our weaknesses. Now, when you go for a job interview, the interviewer asks this question to understand whether you're honest, self-aware and fit for this job or not. And hence, by knowing your weaknesses, he or she will be able to figure out whether you're fit for this job or not. Now, remember, don't mention very personal weaknesses. For example, I don't like vegetables or I hate swimming. Refrain from that. Talk about weaknesses that are relevant from a job perspective. Also, keep in mind that when you talk about your weakness, it shouldn't be directly linked to your job description. For example, public speaking. Now, if you go for a job that requires public speaking, and you say that you have a fear of public speaking and you still do, then it can be a problem for you. So, probably you can just tell them that you're working to improve that, or maybe you've already improved, and you can tell them how you overcame this fear of yours. Now, few weaknesses that you can talk about are first, inability to say no. So, for this, an example answer could be my inability to say no to people puts me under stress sometimes, as it hampers my productivity. However, I'm learning to say no to people so I can focus more on important and productive tasks. Another could be you can just politely tell them that, right now I'm busy, but tomorrow I'll be free, or you can just guide them to another person. So basically, you will be able to provide options rather than saying no. Or to the manager, you can just tell that right now I'm busy. If you could assign my work to someone else, then probably I can do your assigned work. Now, second weakness that you could talk about can be procrastination. Now, one sample answer for this could be I have problem with procrastination. Though I always used to submit my work before the deadline, I used to end up working for long days when the deadline used to approach. So I realized I need to manage my time properly and organize my days accordingly. And now I'm in a position where I can make a proper plan and organize my days in a better manner, which has helped me become more productive. Or you can say, since I was in college, I've struggled with procrastination. Before I worked my first job, I didn't think it was a weakness because I never missed a deadline. I just had to pull an all nighter here and there. But after I saw how my procrastination on a task affects the productivity of the entire team and the quality of a project's result, I realized it's a weakness and I need to improve. I changed my work ethic, how I tackle tasks, and how I motivate myself to work, and have seen considerable improvement. I no longer rely on last minute panic to complete my work. Now, the third weakness that you can talk about is self criticism. Now, in this case, you can just say, my greatest weakness is that I'm too critical of myself and often feel like I'm not giving my best or like I disappoint the people I work with. And because of this, I overworked myself, used to burn out, and started feeling inferior to my colleagues. Although my supervisors hadn't complained about my performance, I felt I had to change this. Therefore, during the past year, I started working on myself actively, trying to be fairer with myself. Then, another example could be sometimes I get too critical of myself that rather than focusing on my work, I start criticizing myself, which ends up wasting my time. But I have realized that this is not right and I need to change myself. Therefore, I'm working on this and now I've started becoming more fair and practical with myself. Now, fourth weakness is lack of experience. Now, this one's usually a very good answer if you're a fresher. You can just say, I'm not experienced with the latest version of Adobe Photoshop because I've practiced my skills using CorelDRAW. However, considering they are both design softwares, I think I could learn how to use Adobe in no time. Or you can say, I'm not experienced in analyzing large amounts of financial data because I've yet to properly practice the financial literacy skills I acquired at college. But I'm confident I'll get the hang of it as soon as I get first hand experience. Now, this sample it could be modified according to your field of expertise, so go ahead and modify it accordingly. Now, fifth weakness is public speaking. It is a very common fear among people, so it would be really beneficial if you have a convincing answer to this weakness. It's okay to have fear of public speaking, but of course, you need to have a good convincing answer if the employer asks you this question. One example could be, public speaking has always been a challenge for me. I think it's because I focus too much on what other people think about me, and I need to realize that people are often more focused on themselves. If you accept me for this position, my first goal would be to create a presentation for my team so I can feel more comfortable and confident in presenting information. My plan is to practice in front of my family and friends and use their feedback to help me become a better speaker. Or you could just say, I've always had trouble with public speaking, probably because I used to get too involved in thinking what others think about me rather than focusing on my performance. But now I've realized that, and I've made myself comfortable speaking in public by giving a lot of public speeches at small levels. And it's okay to have weaknesses, but knowing how to answer them is important. And I'm sure this video will help you answer your weaknesses in a much better manner and help you get selected for the dream job that you always dreamt of. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about some of the weaknesses. If you have any topic you would like me to talk about in my next video, please drop a comment below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It will motivate me to bring more interesting and valuable content for you. Have a great day.